Interacting with the world was not meant to feel so hard. And for so many of us, this interacting with the world has become almost unbearable. Think about your experience when you're out in the world. Think about how you feel when somebody cuts you off in traffic, or navigating a partner, or being a parent, or a job. How does interacting with your boss feel? How does going into the office feel? How does doing the things in your day feel? If interacting with the world is feeling hard, you are not alone, and this is not normal, even though we have normalized it. I want to tell you about my day yesterday because I was at the point where interacting with the world was feeling extremely hard. I went to a conference and I had no tolerance for the situation. Everyone's energy was getting to me. I felt insecure. I felt unsure. Everything was feeling hard. And I ended up getting a ticket put on my car, even though I had paid for parking for the entire day. And when I saw this ticket, my beans were steaming. I was just like, this is injustice. And normally I would have brushed it off and not cared at all. It would have just been something to deal with. But I saw the ticket and I immediately got on the phone to argue because I know I paid for parking. And I was in such a huff that I didn't even realize that it was a citation, a warning for expired tags, which I do have expired tags on my car. So it was very just. But everything in the world just was feeling hard. And so I got in my car and I just had this overwhelming sense of, I want to cry. I can't do this anymore. I'm on the wrong path. All the things just started bubbling up. And so I went home and I did the things to care for myself. I fed myself. I let myself cry. I processed the day and the things I was feeling. I got outside and went for a walk in the rain and it was glorious. And I started reflecting on why I got to that point. Now, let me tell you, I spent many, many, many years in the life feels hard, interacting with the world is hard state. I had a stressful job. I wasn't able to handle any inconveniences, any unsurenesses, any we need to talks would send me. Everyone at work would send me, interacting with my bosses, interacting with humans at the grocery store or at coffee shops, or driving in traffic. Getting honked at would just like boil my anxiety to the top and make me just like upset. I was just upset all the time. And so that is no longer my norm. I don't live in that state. And when I have days like yesterday, it is a real calling, a real telling that something is off. Because I've spent so many years in that state and now I don't spend time in that state. When I'm back in that state, it is extremely jarring because I know what it is to feel good and I will never go back to letting myself feel bad for the amount of time that I felt bad. And so I started reflecting and trying to figure out, how did we get here? And I went back through my day and I realized that I was running on empty yesterday. I hadn't slept well for reasons that we don't need to get into, but I didn't sleep well. And I slept through my first alarm. And my entire day, I had 10 minutes to get ready for it. It was get dressed, brush my teeth, grab a protein bar, and run out the door. I didn't take time to eat a proper breakfast. I didn't take time to hydrate. I didn't take time to have my morning bowel movement, which, let me tell you, makes a difference in the crap we can tolerate because we're already at capacity for crap, literally and metaphorically, if we're not getting the things out. I didn't take time to meditate. I didn't have time to do movement. I started interacting with the outside world way too early on before I was grounded and situated in myself. And because of that, because I didn't have time to ground or armor up, going through the day felt really hard. And it was not the way to approach going to a conference with hundreds of people and energies I had to navigate when I myself was not situated and grounded and taken care of. My boundaries were weak, and so everything was getting to me. And it's actually, I need moments like this. They help me relate to the people I work with. They help me realize the importance and why I keep doing the things I do to tend to myself. And they just give me this reminding of, I know what to do, I am aware, I can reflect, and I can adjust and carry on and fix the thing, right? It's not out of control, it's something I understand, it's something that I can easily correct. And so it's really interesting when we look at this hardness to interact with the world, because we think it's our personalities, or we think it's just who we are and who everyone else is, and everything is just like antagonistic. But in reality, there are physiological reasons that interacting with the world becomes hard. And it comes down to when we're not nourished, when we're not tended to, when our mind is not still, all of the things in the outside world get to us. They pierce our barriers and they get to us. They influence how we are feeling. And we don't want that. We want to influence how we are feeling. We want to set the tone. We want to be the thermometer. We want to be the thermostat. We want to set the temperature, not take the temperature of the things around us. So, if you, my friend, have found interacting with the world to be hard, chances are you have years of deferred maintenance, years of not tending and supporting and loving your body like you should. I've been there. I get it. It starts from eating the wrong things, living the wrong lifestyle, working in a job that doesn't serve you, being in relationships that add contention and don't nourish you, not taking your herbs, not taking your supplements. You end up depleted and undernourished, and your body literally does not have the resources to create the strength and resilience and the barrier to the outside world that you need to be the thermostat, to set the tone instead of take the tone. So I am very passionate about doing the work I do because I get to teach people how to care for themselves and how to shift out of this place through nourishing the physical body and the mind, through bringing in food and helping people live in right livelihood and bringing in herbs that, oh my God, just make such a big difference in the way that we are in the world, in ourselves, in our minds, in our hearts, in our bodies. It's just amazing. But what I really want you to take away from this video is that if you are finding it hard to interact with the world, you're not alone, and there are things you can do to support yourself on a physiological level, on a mental level, that will make interacting with the world easier. And it starts with tending to yourself, caring for your needs, and just loving your body, living in alignment with nature and the things that you need to feel good. I'm Lila. This is the Living Wellness Lounge. I am a clinical herbalist and functional nutrition practitioner, helping people just like you find relief to their chronic health issues so they can live in this world with ease and energy and strength and love and all the things it takes to feel good. I believe health and happiness are our birthright, and when we tend to our physical and mental bodies, life gets so much better. So I invite you to subscribe and leave a comment down below if you yourself are finding interacting with the world challenging in any way. Let's see if we can get you a quick win to make it easier. I hope to see you next time.